Good day, Divergence traders. Today is Thursday, August 17th, and we're gonna check out the setups now, the Divergence setups. So let's get right to it. Here's to it to do it. If you can't get to it to do it, here's to it to do it again. That's what we do. We trade every day. We do it again and again and again. That's a pretty cool cheers saying, isn't it? Oh, it is. If you can remember how to say it, what you really got to do is say it fast. Here's to it to do it. If you can't get to it to do it, here's to it to do it again. Okay, let's roll on with this now. Do we have divergence right up here, ladies and gentlemen? Well, sure we do. Sure we do. It's right in here. Don't even have to draw a line. There's already a line there, but I'll draw a line for you to show you where it is. And this, just like this. We'll put it on top, right there. And there was a nice sell today with a few retracement sell setups. Like I showed you, and I'll show you again. So if you got short right here, your stop would be up here, 28 points, and it went up against you 17 points. 28 points times 3 is 100, right? There's your 3-to-1 possible, risk to reward. You could have got 3 times your risk. Okay? And here's another setup. Higher closing candle. Sell on the open of the next one. Down it goes. Higher closing candle. Sell on the next one. Down it goes. All the way down here. But you can see how you can't just keep doing that till the end of time. You got to stop somewhere. You can usually do it like one right in here, even though there wasn't really one there other than the pullback. And then another one, and then another one. See, you need the first one's almost for sure it'll work for you. Second one, it's about 60% chance of working. I'm talking about these little sell scalp trades. And the third one, it can work depending how long they push the price in that same direction. Okay. They're known as waves. Elliott wave. Pull back the wave, come back forward. Pull back the wave, come back forward. Pull back, come back. There's lots of waves. Okay, let's look at the Dow now. What did it give us? Well, we have a low and a lower low, but we don't have the right situation here. But we do have a trade. It was coming out of the UK session. Right there. And we got short right here. Stop would be 28 pips. Went down 90. So there's 3-to-1 win-loss ratio. There is no divergence to buy in here. Your only setup would be right here, to buy right here when price came back down into the moving averages. Lower closing candle, buy it, and up it goes. All right, let's look at the S and the P now. We have the same double top at the top. Just like that. And just like that. Yes, indeed. And it would have got you short right in here. Stop would have been 60 pips. There's 100. Oh no, 6 points, not 60 pips. This is the S&P. I always mix that up. I'm sorry. 6 point stop. And it went down. There's 10. There's 15 points. Okay. And we're going back up now. And there was divergence right there too. I can see it just now. But it's too late. It was 5 minutes ago. But I'll show you. So anyway, you definitely got your 2-to-1 right here for the sell right here. So down here, we have a low, a retracement, and a lower low. See that? I keep saying that, a low and a retracement and a lower low, or a high and a retracement and a higher high. I keep saying that to drill it into you guys' minds. I'm psyching you, you see? I'm psyching your mind. I'm programming you. Just like the government programs people on the TV, same thing. Except I'm doing it through the chart. I keep trying to, you know, like embed it in your brain so you look for this. You when you're at the top of a chart, I want you to look for a high, a retracement, and a higher high, or a double top, and then you can find the divergence down below. You always find it on the chart first. Higher highs, or double tops, or lower lows. You find it on the chart first, then you go to the OSMA or your indicator of choice, and you find it on here. And if you find it and it all lines up, that's when you do the trade. You do not look for it down here on the OSMA first and then look at the chart. You do it the other way, okay? Just to show you about that. All right, so we had a setup here 5 minutes ago. It was to buy right there. Stop would be 7 points on the S&P. So far, we've went up about 4.5 points from that entry point. Okay, let's look at oil. Oh, look at oil today. $81. Let's see, what does it show on the daily? Oh, we're coming back up now. Okay. All right. Let's take a look at this now. We have one. It's a long one, but we have one. Okay, it's right from here all the way up to here. And it worked, man. It worked like gangbusters. Okay, traders. And we would have got long right in there. Our stop was very little, 16 ticks. This is oil we're looking at, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, went up 60 to there. That's one trade. And then there's another trade. See, this is with the trend. It's hard to see hidden divergence. That's what we're looking at, ladies and gentlemen. And you would have got long again. Right there. Stop would have been 35 points or ticks. Went up 52 ticks. There you have it. Another winner. Chicken dinner. Chicken dinner. Let's look at gold now. What did gold do? Do I see a setup here? Oh, wow. It looks like there's one up there. See, we have higher highs. This was the news at 8:30. We have a high and a higher high, but the indicator doesn't line up. So there's no trade up here to sell it. There is no divergence, ladies and gentlemen. However, this higher closing candle, it would have got you short right here if you were willing to take it. So if you sold right there, it would have went against you 23 ticks, points, pips. Holy shit. Ticks, points, pips, poo, pow, wow. Ping, pang, poo. Okay. Sorry I just went off there. Gotta let the craziness out of you. Another good thing to do is to watch Bugs Bunny. You can't miss Bugs Bunny, the Roadrunner. I'm kidding. I don't watch Bugs Bunny. You wascooey wabba you. Oh, yeah. That was fun to watch when I was a kid. Bugs Bunny. Okay. Jason, shut the F up. Okay, the stop was 33.5 pips on gold. You had that drawdown, remember, 23 pips, came back, closed lower, came down, came down, came down 61 points with a 33-point stop. Almost 2-1. And then we have it, see right here, we have a low, a retracement, and a lower low, okay? All right. Just like that, and we're going to put an arrow on there. This is the trade. You know what that means right here. I ain't saying it. I am not a financial advisor. I am not giving trade signals here. I am teaching my students how to see divergence, and you know, and when you're by yourself and you're looking and you're gonna, okay, now I'm gonna do a trade, and you look for the trades. But I am not a financial advisor. I'm sorry I have to say that. I know you guys know this, and you understand why I have to say it. Okay, let's now leave gold and check out the pound yen. Oh, pound yen, not so good. Not so good. See, we have a low and a retracement and a lower low, but guess what? This valley needs to be less than this one. And it's not, so there's no buy trade in here. Oh, but there is a trade. It's still a crappy freaking trade. We have a double top right there. We have a double top at the top of the chart. Okay, and right there. And you would have got short in here. Stop was just 11 pips. Went down 17 pips. That's a quick little, 15-minute scalp. Let's take a look at the euro yen. Oh, it looks even worse. Oh, but there's a trade. There's a trade. Here it is. So we got a low, a retracement, and a lower low. We do. And right here to right here, it's screaming at you to buy it, but if you're waiting for the candle to close above the 2 moving averages, you would have got in way up here. You'd need to jump in somewhere right in here. You see the use of trend lines. So if you would have drew a trend line, something like this, right? As soon as we broke right in here, that's where you would have pulled the trigger. So if you would have got in there, your stop would have been 10 pips on the euro yen, and it went up 22. There's your 2-to-1 win-loss ratio. And what do we see up here? We see a high, a retracement, and a higher high. That's what we see. And on here, we see the lower hill. Right here, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, indeed. Stop would be 14 points. Needs to go down here. Okay. Now for the last instrument of the day. Sorry about the blip, blip, blip. That's a friend of mine helping me out here, trying to get free streaming TV so I can tell my cable company where to go. Yeah. I pay like $200 a month for internet, TV, and my cell phone. It's just, that's crazy, man. That's like, it's like half a car payment. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's too much money, these crooks. Did you know that internet in Europe, if you live in Europe, you already know this, internet in Europe is like 20 bucks. 20 bucks. You know how much they charge people here for internet? I pay like around 60 bucks, but they charge people that are not, how would you say, frugal enough to call up their provider and say, listen, this is too much money. I can't afford this shit. Either you, lower the price, or I'm going to have to go somewhere else. And right away, they'll lower the price. They'll look for a deal for you and lower the price. But even then, with the deal and the lowered price, it's still too much damn money. Anyway. Okay. Euro yen. Yeah. You know what that means. But I'm a financial advisor, and I ain't saying nothing. So that was on the euro yen. Let's look at the pound now. The pound. Ooh, look at the pound. Here's one here. We could say like double bottom right here. See? And up it goes on an angle. You would have bought in here. Right there. And I went up 65 pips. Excuse me. This was the news at 8:30 here. So anyway, we should have divergence up here, but it's you see, I only like to draw divergences. Look, I'll draw it in. I'll show it to you. It's a long divergence. Very long, see? All the way over here. Now, when I look for divergence, I either want to see a positive blue here on the OSMA with red and then blue again, okay? But I do not extend my divergences where I'm going to have blue, red, blue, red, blue. That's too many. You just need it to be right here. Either two blues and a red or two reds and a blue. That's the way I find the divergence. This one's too long, even though it worked. So if we wouldn't have done it for the divergence, we would have done it for the higher closing candle. Sell it, down it goes. Okay? And that's it. So anyway, I want to thank you for listening and watching. And if you could be so kind to, tap the like button and subscribe if you haven't, I would really, really appreciate that, folks. I want to thank you for being here each day. It's awesome. I love to show you all these winning setups. And if you're a regular, you know that I'm not showing you a bunch of losing trades and a couple of winners. I'm showing you a bunch of winning trade setups and a couple, maybe even just one loser here and there. So you know how trading is. You got to trade the setups. You can't, how would you say, assume to think it's going to go somewhere. You got to trade what you see, not what you think or assume to think. Okay? Okay, so that's it for today. Tomorrow's Friday, and have yourself a good afternoon. Good luck and good trading.